Well, we're going to get some planting done today. We're actually the 17th of April now. I was going to get them done yesterday, but didn't happen. So going to get some tomatoes in and some cucumbers. So that little worm in the greenhouse had to start stripping down already, but got this kind of ready here. Seen me watering it there in the last video. That cleaned up. I got some little sticks for markers. So I'm going to just get at it and we're going to plant some tomatoes. Well, you used to get tomato seeds in a package, and they started making a package they're supposed to keep longer and, you know, keep germination better, but this is I tore the label off here, but this is from Mackenzie Seeds. They're early girl hybrid. You used to get about 30 seeds in a package, and I've dumped these out. So for those of you that do a lot of gardening, maybe a good idea to start saving your own, because you get down to, there's 14 seeds in this package. So they still keep their price at, you know, went from $3.99 to $4.99, and, you know, I know the cost goes up for everything, but seed companies that are selling 15 seeds for $5 are going to realize that a lot of people are just saving their own seeds, because that's what people need to do. But I will transplant some of these if they all grow. They always claim that they're good, 100%, oh yeah, or 95%, yeah. But I've had some packages of seeds where maybe 50% of them grew and the other 50 didn't. So I always plant a few extra, and then I forgot my other little stick. So I just make a little hole, not too deep. And I just try to do, if you've seen any of my videos from last year, I don't put them too deep. You don't want to put them too deep, but you want to firm up your soil, so when you water it doesn't wash them. You just got to be careful the first 2 or 3 times watering. So we'll get 3 in there, and we'll see. Somebody will have to remind me, maybe later this fall or this summer, when these are up and growing. We'll see how many of them actually made it. So they're far enough apart. I'm putting them in about 5 inches, 6 inches apart. So I'm going to make a little spot where I can just put a little bit of water just on those and not water the whole thing. And then once they start growing, I can always dig 2 out, leave 1 there, and they get bigger. I can transplant out into the garden if I want. But I'm just spacing them out. I don't know if you're close enough that you can see what I'm doing, but figuring if I do leave any in there, tomato plants, I want them about, these are early girl, they get pretty big, so they spread out. I want them just about 3 feet or 4 feet apart. So we're gonna on the edges, but oh, and if you noticed, I have a lot of sticks in my garden here. A lot of stuff like this that's rotting down. I keep all that kind of stuff in here. This was a lot of stripping pile, topsoil and stuff when I cleaned my yard off, and you have extra, piled it up and saved it, and then when I got the garden set up, kind of knew where I wanted things and that, and I I brought that dirt over and then utilize it where I want it for the greenhouse. So it's just slowly rotting down, and of course it gives off lots of nitrogen in the soil. So this is just how I do it, and seems to work out pretty good most years. Remember when the coffee cans used to be tin? You take a nail and just make a bunch of little holes on the bottom, small. Then you can just sprinkle it close. Doesn't wash the dirt, and the water will lay where you want it. So the ground is pretty damp in here already because I watered her yesterday or day before. So it doesn't take very much water. We just got to moisten it up for the seeds. And every day we'll give it a little drink and we'll see what happens. I just keep water in here so that it brings the humidity up in here. You know, you can see on the plastic all the humidity. We want to keep that humidity up like that. As long as we keep it sealed up, should be good. So, cucumbers that I plant are a straight 8. I'm not planting any pickling ones this year. I don't need to do any canning. Had a lot of stuff leftovers from last year, so I'm just spreading these out, and if too many grow and they're too thick, I'll be just digging some out, moving them outside, but I'm hoping that I don't have to do that. There's just too much work. I don't need all that cucumbers and stuff here, so I just put a little stick beside each one just so I kind of know where they're at. So when I'm watering, I can kind of keep an eye on anything coming up. And yes, it's going to look like a bit of a DIY day here. I'm doing a little welding, patching up, not pretty, patching up my muffler. So we're going to do some welding, pretty fine tin. I got one hole patched. Got to be filled up, so we just cut that shroud off. So see what happens. Let's see what we can do. little hole in there, but actually welded it. It's just very thin tin in it. Actually welded it pretty good, this little welder. With a little small piece of steel, I'm going to try and weld over that little hole. I set myself on fire. Yeah, it's got a wart. It's got another wart. You can see it in there. But I did manage to fill all the holes. I just had to use different rod. It's a little small one. It's more for just tacking stuff together. And so we tacked it back together. But that little muffler goes in under there. Oh, I forgot. That little wart, and it's got a bolt here. That piece is supposed to be bolted to that wart, so I gotta take that off and tack it on. Well, I'll get this little muffler back on. A little bit hot yet, so don't want to touch something I shouldn't. Should be tight enough. Should be tight enough. This other little guy on here. See if it lines up. I welded it crooked. No, it's not too bad. I might be. bends it, cracks it, or breaks it, pulls it apart. See how long it lasts. Go back together and put that stuff away. Come here, girl. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, we had a black company. Little bugger. He was in my barrel. I don't know if you've seen him going around the corner out there full speed. I had a new garbage barrel I was setting up here, and didn't even have, well, I put an empty dog food bag in the barrel. Was sitting here, and he must have tipped it over, and he got in. The dog was after him, and he couldn't get out. The barrel had turned, and he had his butt up against the other barrel, and he couldn't get out, and the dog was grabbing him in the ass. I was trying to grab the camera and trying to have my morning coffee. So the bears are out. Just got me a little excited. Didn't even grab a gun and come running out here without a gun, just the camera. But little dog got, I don't know, she heard the barrel tip over or whatever, but hey Ernie, were you up a tree? Little morning excitement. Well, we gotta eat, so let's scramble something up here together. Got some of this stuff going right there. I'm gonna get some potatoes. And this stuff here, this is special stuff that I have. You can eat this, what I'm making, for breakfast, lunch, or supper. Seasoning, salt. Not that much pepper. We got some potatoes all diced up. And we got some extra ingredient over there. Now we're just going to get some supper rolled up here. Now if you look in the pan, I got some brown stuff kind of floating around in there, and that's not potatoes. I use, like to make cracklings and they render your lard. Butcher your own pig, render your lard, render it right down, and then use that last little bit. And it just looks like lard. That's what it is, lard, but it's just a little bit brown color from the bottom. Settling sure makes potatoes taste nice. Good. Now we have something else. Yeah, some good moose burger. That should be enough. couple of nice yellow yolks in there. I think 2 will be enough. Sometimes I put 3, but there's quite a bit of goodies in there, so. Oh, just about destroyed it. Should have had the fire a little hotter, I guess. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, you see what I got. Little moose burger, onions, little mixture I had there. I had potatoes and gravy. Actually, I used a little mushroom soup in my hamburger, so that's why there's a little extra moisture in this. The old moose burger is good. Oh, a nice cucumber, salt and peppered up. Oh, that looks good. We're going to sit down and enjoy. Now that's a scrambler. I'm going to enjoy.